Well, hello, visitors to and denizens of the YouTubeverse. I'm John, your social hermit in the woods, and in this video, I wanted to show the approach I used for making a front privacy curtain for my minivan camper. Quick bit of background here is that I wanted to make sure that when I did this whole camper conversion on the minivan, I didn't make any permanent modifications to it. I wanted it all to be well made and stable and functional, but I'd also like to be able to pull it out of here, with a half an hour to an hour's time. And I looked at different ways to put up a privacy screen or curtain across the front, and most of those involved some sort of modifications. Let's take a look. So most of the things I started thinking about involved trying to put some sort of curtain track or something like that across the roof. And I didn't really want to do that. There was no really good way to attach it. It was going to be permanent. It was going to be in the way. And then I hit upon a solution which I think is really elegant. It's quick, it meets all my requirements, and it's very cheap, and I'll show you how to do that. So, in order to do this, you need four things. You need two small, what I call bulldog style paper clips, the ones that look like the image I'm going to show right here. And these are the kind of 2 centimeter, 3/4 inch wide ones. You need a piece of guy line, like thin tent guy line, and you need a piece of fabric, like a poncho. So, show you how this all goes together. What you want is to take your piece of thin cordage and tie it at about the right length to two of these bulldog clips. Tie it to the back loop there. Okay, one of these you tie securely so it can't adjust. And then the other, I'd suggest, if you know how to do it, something called a taut line hitch. I'll show you how to do that in a second here if you haven't seen one. So, how does this work? Well, the trick is like this, really. You see that piece of plastic roof trim there, which is right in line with the front seats? Well, it turns out there's a little tiny gap right there on both sides. Now, this is in a Dodge Caravan, but I suspect that's true in most vehicles. So, what you can do is take your bulldog clip with your tied-on line, and it will just slide in and lock right there where you want it. You do the same thing on the other side. If you can see that. Okay, and now this cord is a little bit slack right now. So let me undo this and I'll show you how to do a taut line hitch. Okay, so taut line hitch, you take your line, you pass it through. In this case, it's the metal handle there. You take a big loop here, pass your free end through that loop twice. Okay, see that? And now you come outside the loop and pass it through again. You actually do it the same direction. So we'll go in front and then behind. Okay, and then pull that down to where it's neat and tidy. Now, with this line, as you apply tension, you can just slide it along. It will lock down on itself. Okay, tension that. You now have a nicely tensioned piece of cordage, which goes back and forth across there. And then all you need is a piece of fabric to put over that. Now, my favorite for that, because I happen to usually have it laying around, is just a military style poncho. Once you've got your line there, all you do is slide that up and over. And there you go. You now have a privacy curtain. Now, it doesn't go right up to the roof here, but nobody can really see anything up there. And if it lets a little bit of light and air through, that's kind of a good thing. It's lightweight, it's out of the way. You notice the way I've done this, I've done it towards forward of the seats, so that doesn't even encroach on your space down here at the foot of your bed. And it's good. And if you want to take it down, just press up slightly on one of the clips. The whole thing is down. Pull the other side, and it's cleared out of the way. Okay, well, that was very brief, but I hope it was useful to some of you if you're looking for a simple way to put up a forward privacy curtain. Until next time, this is John, your social hermit, saying goodbye.